Kenshi, day 64. Finally, maybe about to go into the final unknown of the game. Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for joining me, whether you're here live or if you're catching the VOD later. I'm looking forward to today. Let me say hello to everybody on the Twitch side and popping in over on YouTube as well. Space Monkey, congrats on grabbing the first redeem today. Good to see you. Zartron, thank you for lurking. I hope your arm is feeling better. Cemetery Chick, hello, hello. Good to have you. And Commerkle, thank you for subscribing for 35 months. Thank you for being such a big part of this channel and a big supporter and a person I can go to talk all of the ups and downs of streaming and everything that we hope to accomplish. It's great to have you. Hope your day goes well. So yeah, this is Kenshi. We are 260 hours into this playthrough, and we have crossed many things off of our list, and one of the remaining things is to explore the Ashlands. So last time, to do that, we have built a base in the pits. Now, it's a dangerous place out there. We have already received raids from Skin Bandits trying to steal our skin. And we are trying to set up new production. We are fighting the building process a little bit, as the game doesn't seem to want to recognize all of our compound as being one thing. So it's giving us some logistical issues. But we're going to fight through it today. We're going to figure it out and see how far we can get. Merkel, thank you for lurking. I hope the rest of your day goes well if we don't hear from you again. I spent today doing a lot of editing. I have another Kenshi VOD. It's all put together. I just need to voice an intro and outro and do a thumbnail. That's almost done. I edited a playthrough of an indie game that we played through. So, you know, it's like a 45-minute video. That's almost done. Right now, I'm in a mode where I'm really trying to push that YouTube stuff. So keep an eye out for that, Kenshi fans. And if you're looking to see some of the other playthroughs on the channel. All right. First things first, I want to see if our town situation got patched up at all. Because it didn't recognize our entire town as one entity, so it was giving me trouble with, like, orders and sharing electricity where it needed to go and all that sort of stuff. I'm hoping that the reload causes it to, like, rethink some of that and identify it all as one. If not, we have to play around with the construction a little bit and see if we can get it all on the same page. Longest loading screen I've had in a minute. We are here. Okay, let's see. Hey, it's showing us as power, but it's not showing us as battery charge. Now, okay, I have not built the batteries in here yet. It's giving me hope that it has reorganized it all into one. So let me see if I can have built some batteries in here. Trying to remember who I was having do the building. I think Hobbs. We'll send Hobbs over here. And we've got to get some batteries going because we frequently run out of wind power here. I don't understand why the batteries aren't charging. See what Hobbs is gonna go do. Okay, so it's still really not working for us. We are at least getting building material. So we need electrical components for this. Who has... Did we put down a spot for electrical components? Benji has some, so let's see. What if we have Benji go do this? Hey, what's up, Borealis? Good to have you. Hope you're well. Lovely to see you. Oh, wait. It says the town is the Reaver Camp. That's so weird. So there's a Reaver Camp nearby. And for some reason, all we're doing is giving the Reavers power. Spiffy keen, but a sleepy bean. Well, I hope you feel better. Would be great to build one of these, I think. Summer colds kind of suck. Oh, yeah, I hope you feel better. Okay, well, the most important thing right now is by far gonna be getting batteries and stuff going. See how we want to do this. Took some over-the-counter stuff, or you think it was the nighttime stuff and not the daytime tablets? Oh, yeah, that's gonna put you out. I hope you enjoy your rest. All right, let's try to put this here. So it says most of this wall belongs to the Reaver camp. I hope that doesn't mean they can just spawn in there whenever they feel like it. Can't believe it would give them such a wide area. How's the new base going? Got food growing yet? No, we're still trying to get some things figured out, Paul, because I've been running into power problems, so I built some batteries over here. But it turns out that the game believes this corner of my town belongs to a Reaver camp over the hill. It doesn't believe that it belongs to my base. So I'm having to redo that so that the power will go to me. Let's go ahead and get Benji. Can you dismantle all of these? Neighbor stealing your power is no good. Yeah. Because I'm kind of screwed when the power goes out. All right, let's think about how we want to do this. We'll put some storage. Put a storage box here for electricals. Okay, and then in here, let's build some batteries. This is the new base. This is the new base. We're going to start with probably just a couple batteries. See how that does. Nobody's got electrical components, but we've got a bunch here. It's interesting that it believes that this stuff belongs to the Reaver camp, yet it's still willing to let me tear it apart. You know what I mean? Oh, actually, these are just iron plates. Let's take these apart for now. All right, that should get us started on some more. All right, there we go. Now, let's go ahead. So the copper storage is right here. Let's go ahead and get a... What am I looking for? Electrical workbench. Here we go. Huh, it really can't go there? Okay, what if we put it over here? Surprised by its inability to go under the stair. Sort of reminds you of the base building in Fallout 76. Only ever really played that once. Hey, Brendan, what's up? Good to have you. So we'll do an electrical workbench here, and then see if we can do a copper alloy bench here. Do storage for copper alloys here. And we'll do storage for electricals around here. All right, that's a start. Haven't logged in for probably since March, maybe early April. All right, now let's see. Zim. Oh, Benji. Benji can technically mine that rock from here, I guess. Okay. We'll get Zim making some electrical components. And then let's build some lights in here. Hey, Todd, welcome in. Good to have you. Let's see if we can get Masaru making plates. I don't know what skill that's considered. Engineering? Okay. How goes Kenshi? Pretty well. We're starting to figure out why it was giving me some trouble before with the boundaries and everything and stuff not working properly in my town. So that's always good. I hope the repo with everybody was good. Saw y'all were doing that. All right, so we're making iron plates. We got a bunch of those. Repo was fantastic. Absolute chaos is always good to hear. Brian, welcome in. Good to see you. All right, we're getting electrical components going. This is good. We're getting our production back up. All right, now the next thing we're gonna need is... Oh, we'll need a bunch of iron or copper alloy plates to make an outpost, so we'll wait on that. Where's Benji at? I think Benji or Hobbs was doing something. Let's get Cat to haul to here. You know how games are constantly being released unfinished and marketed as early access? Can you imagine books, comics, TV shows, and movies being the same way? Yeah. Like, oh, don't worry. Just give us a few weeks. Put your DVD back in, and we promise the CGI will not have that weird effect anymore, and it will not blue screen your DVD player anymore. And the movie watchers just go, yeah, this is acceptable and good and normal. I love this industry. Us gamers, if only we knew how bad we had it. All right, so the next thing we should make is a steel refinery. TV shows are kind of released unfinished. Every season after the first is just DLC. Yeah, I don't know about that. I feel like that's like a sequel. It's serialization, at least. And then we'll do some storage for steels. We'll put those over here where it's relatively easy to access them. Imagine releasing games on a disc and not being able to patch it later. Yeah, it used to be that the patch was when they would release a new edition or like a greatest hits or something. Then they would put the patch on the disc. You release it and it's gotta work exactly, or it becomes that game forever. Ultima 9 Ascension was like that. The original release was so buggy and awful. Then the developer had people literally send them a letter in the mail with proof of purchase, and months later got a disc in the mail that you installed it and patched it. Oh, no, don't tell me I built another iron refinery. Okay, hold on. No, that's a... Oh, okay, it is a steel refinery. Yeah, it's just because I had this up that it's still showing the iron refinery. Still have your OG disc and the patch CD. Impressive. Let's see if we can get some lights. That'll help with the working in the dark a little bit. Thankfully, now we live in the future where we can just download our games. Just make sure you wait for the patch and hope your account keeps working. Hey, I'm gonna sound like a shill, but that's why I buy on GOG. You gotta support companies that let you actually, like, you know, own your games and possess the offline installers if you so choose. See, we've got no wind now, so hopefully our batteries hold up. We need to get everybody with the new uniform. Unfortunately, we left them behind. Okay, we're getting a good amount of building material. You love to see it. One hill you'll die on is that digital game should cost less than the physical version. Yeah, you would think. But, you know, the funny thing about physical games is you can often find them on sale where they do end up cheaper than the download. Or the corollary to that is games should come with multiple discs. If the game won't fit on one disc, it should come with multiple so you can install it without the internet. No more of this, oh, 20 gigabytes is on the disc, and then you have to sign into our servers and download the game and hope we don't pull the servers in the future if you want to continue to enjoy your purchase. Let's get Scratch working this one. Guess it's really about the physical one should cost more to cover that aspect. Well, here's my hot take. I don't think we should manufacture physical games that are live service or online only, because by definition, those games are going to become inaccessible in the future, and we're just generating a bunch of future e-waste. Ah, look at those searchlights. Beautiful lighting. Wonder if I can get lights on the inside here. We still have no wind. Guess so, people still like their physical media, though. So my corollary take is a physical game that you buy but can't download off the disc is not a physical media. It's a download card. It's like a gift card. It's just selling you something to make you feel good like you own a physical media, but it's not physical media. Are they in the light? Let me see. Scratch. Working in darkness, 4%. Okay, so it's only a little bit dark there. That's actually not bad. I think most physical games you'll buy nowadays are glorified keys to download the game. Right, and I just won't buy those. I am a person who collects physical media, but I won't buy it if it's just a download card. All right, what else do we want here? Are we on food? See, we're crowding the food barrel. Okay, we've still got food. What is Oron doing? Operating... Oh, you're operating that from over there, are you? What if you can install it from the disk and then download patches? As long as there's a fully working base product on the disk, then I think that's the ideal scenario. Because the patches let you always have the up-to-date variant, but if for some reason the company stops supporting the service, then you still have a fully working disk. All right, who's attacking my gate? Skeleton bandits. Good training they are. Let them in. Depends how you define fully working. If there's patches, then something needed to be changed. Right, but that goes back to version 1.0.0 should at least, like, work, in my opinion. There shouldn't be a version of the disc that is so pre-patched that you can't actually play it. To get the grill fired up, sounds good. Enjoy. Hey, Ada, welcome in. Good to have you. Imagine being so tough that you sleep in acid rain. Okay, I really need this wind to pick back up. Having to support so many PC variants is difficult, though. Yeah, I get it. If it's on PC when you have so many different OSs and things like that, if it's technologically unfeasible, that's one thing. But if you're putting a game out for, like, a PlayStation, the version 1.0 should work on the PlayStation from the disc without internet. And then if you have to, like, you won't be able to play multiplayer, probably, because you have to have patches to be on multiplayer and things like that. But, you know, if you're going to sell a game on a physically manufactured disc, it's my opinion that should be a hard good that lasts for its reasonable lifespan and doesn't become obsolete before it wears out physically. Yeah, we've got a little bit of power, but not as much as we're using. What resource are we at? Iron plates. And we move through iron plates fast. What I want to do is put an outpost, like, over here. What about our well? So the well only gets 20% here. We'll see how efficient we need the water to be for hydroponics. I originally planned to expand the town this way for the better water. I may still do that. Hey, Fraza, what's up? Good to see you. Fraza, how's it going? I think I saw... So it says you were just streaming Peak, but didn't I see you were playing Brutal Legend earlier? One of my favorite games ever. Absolute icon of metal culture. How you doing, Fraza? I hope you're well. Yes, loving it. I love that game. Space Monkey, thank you for the shout out. Raiders, welcome in. I'm Ad Noctum, variety streamer on YouTube and Twitch, playing Kenshi for the first time. We're building a little base in the territory of the Skin Bandits and just trying to get some food and get by. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome on in. Fraza, if you want to tell us about yourself, feel free to. Appreciate you raiding over. Also, if you got to get out of here, no worries whatsoever. Feel free to do that. I feel like 44% water and building inside this area is preferable to 65% and having to expand the town. Maybe we do still expand the town at some point, but... I really need this wind to pick back up. Just some dude who talks a bunch of shit. Okay, that's like a pretty common gamer thing I hear. What else have you been playing lately, and how was Peak? You like tall women who can and probably will kill you. Battle nuns in Brutal Legend. There you go. Forgot about them. That game gets pretty cool. I won't say, like, what happens in it, but definitely some cool things that you might not expect at the beginning. Peak went better than expected. You messed up and fucked everybody over. Yeah, no spoilers. Yeah, no, I won't tell you anything. Everyone seems to be playing Peak right now. All your friends are. Didn't realize it was a game and thought they were saying they were playing a Peak game. I feel like that must have been part of the strategy. Okay, we've got enough to start building this outpost. Okay. That's as high as it goes. Gonna get going and wind down. Sounds good. Hey, thanks for thinking of us to raid. Hope you get some good rest. Man, the uneven terrain here is something. Brutal Legend is good. Still not sure how Eddie ends up in Minecraft like 15 years later, though, or why he suddenly called Steve. Listen, they said no spoilers. Let's try building here. That is within our town of Pit Stop. So we're all good there. Jack Black's fun in, like, everything. Oh, man, this no wind is killing me. I think we gotta get growing some green fruit so we can be making some fuel. Or maybe we just need, like, way more battery, but how we're doing it now is not working. So we'll do our skeleton and robotic limb benches over here. We've got plate beating, and we'll do armor and weaponsmithing and arrows and everything. I think we have the room for it in here. Watching this from your returned laptop, except one of the backlights is broken and sometimes flickers. You gotta send it back Monday again. Oh no. I hope you can get that, like, finally taken care of. Here we go, we're getting some wind. Charge those batteries. We're just barely getting more than we need. Barely putting any charge away. I guess I was lucky in Shem that we so often had wind power. Shem really provided just about everything except for good farmland. And once we realized we could eat wheat and cactus, it even did that. Don't have any building materials, so why won't you get them? Is your inventory full? Can you not fit building materials with that? Man, what is up with building in this town? There's so many glitches. They just won't do it. It even says it's in my town. It's not like over here where it says this one belongs to the Reaver camp. The building is just so fundamentally broken over here. I guess it's just going to take us forever to build this outpost. Some more wind power going. Yeah, so basically there's a line like right here where the game considers part of it one outpost, and then over here it considers it a different outpost. One of your bases got claimed by the nomads in one corner. That was weird. Same bug I'm having with the Reavers. So, actually, I'm just going to go ahead and say we need to not build this here. And we need to expand our building over this way. See, it says Reaver Camp, Reaver Camp. Now, this one says Pit Stop, which is the name of my town, but it's still not acting right. That's the most ideal. And it's not all of my people. Some of them will pick this stuff up. Hey, welcome in. Thank you for lurking. Yeah, okay, they'll figure it out. Where's the hydrate redeem? It has been gone for months. How you doing, Wheezy? Lurk, but justice for Beep. We are doing bigger and better things all the time with his memory. Hey, no worries, Wheezy. I hope you're doing well. Once again, half the group doing nothing.
Hydrate, please.
No, don't make me take the TTS away. I will do it this time. I refuse to be told when to consume. Managed to get almost 12 hours of sleep last night, so doing okay. Very nice. I've been getting about 10 a night and still feeling so tired. But I guess that's just the narcolepsy and the chronic fatigue. I've got like hardcore sleep scientist with my sleep too. Like I've got my room temperature dialed down. I'm taking supplements. I've got white noise. I've got an eye blocking mask. I'm wearing socks because apparently warming your extremities opens up the veins to allow better blood flow, which paradoxically creates better cooling of your core organs and brain. Like, I'm going hardcore trying to get good sleep so I don't feel this way all the time. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Dehydrate. Well, I guess I should just keep talking then. They have the chronic fatigue as well as the fibro. Yeah, those two things do tend to come together. Everything has come to a halt with no power here. At some point you just gave up and accepted your dying battery. Haven't slept well for a few weeks now, waking up after 2 hours every time and struggling to sleep. The Red Bull to try and make you feel more awake today, but that didn't work. Yeah, there's truth to that meme. That's like, I had an energy drink and now I'm tired, but my heart rate is fast. See, look. Double just loaded up her inventory with stuff. Put in one and then dumped the others because the jobs list is messed up. Is this whole outpost just cursed? Can't drink energy drink something and then we'll shove your heart rate up to almost 120 beats per minute. You would still be yawning. Yeah. Tired but wired. I know the feeling. First time you had an energy drink as a teenager, you felt like you were on a Dragon Ball episode. You'd achieved a new level of power. As an adult, it makes your heart rate speed up but nothing else. Yeah. Yeah, I've also cut out all caffeine after 5 p.m. as part of the whole sleep science thing. Okay, we have an outpost. Want to be tired and wired, you'll stick with coffee and Mountain Dew. Hey, those things will do it. Okay, we're getting power back. Now, let's see. Got a decent amount of electrical components. Our iron plates are in short supply right now. Used to have a major caffeine addiction in college. Energy drinks daily reached a point where you're having to have them to keep the withdrawal away, not because it helped. Yeah, had to reevaluate your diet after a friend told you that's what people on hardcore drugs say. It is unfortunate. It's very, very easy to hit that point of dependence. Yeah, I will say I'm finding the outpost system to be broken in ways that are kind of limiting. I was running into it in the Shem base, and I'm running into it here, too. Oh, Double's outside. That's not good. Good part about the zone is that the acid rain seems to keep the downed enemies down. Used to drink 9 pops a day. Wow. Okay, who carried the green fruit? What? When did Photo pick up a severed check right arm? Is somebody walking around without an arm? Photo, where did you get that? Okay, I need to find out who brought the green fruit. Ah, Miyu, okay. We're gonna have to start making some green fruit. Used to go through a 12-pack of cans of Mountain Dew a day. Can now make a 6-pack. Last you over a week. Oh, that's good progress. All right, so what we've got to do is let's move some people back to farm. That should do for now. Man, how has it been an hour already? I can go ahead and take my real quick restroom break while these ads roll, and then I'll be back in just a moment. Thanks for hanging out, everybody.
Start walking.
Look at this. He's gonna think he's got a chance. Got a new lease on life. Look how big these rabbits are. And look at this thing. Look how weird looking that is. Don't mind me, I'm just out on a nature expedition, just enjoying the wildlife. Ah, the secret drug farm. Okay, I know where we are. I mean, no, officer, never heard of such a thing in my life. You taught me about this. Why is that a thing? No, it's difficult when you're starting out and you want more. So I read that that had explosives in it, and I thought, neat. Maybe if I break it in, or if I break into it, it'll give me a grenade. I can't believe I actually survived a hit. Hey guys, welcome back to Frost. All right, thanks for hanging out. Rez Cougar, good to see you. Currently drinking the remains of a cocktail you made for the 4th. It's concentrated black tea and Deep Eddy's lemon vodka. It's too boozy, so you added more tea bags and just raised the caffeine content. Well, I hope you're enjoying and trying to relax. In spite of that, it's good to see you, Rez. EPM 118 just sitting there. Trust me when I say, I know that feeling. Kicking your caffeine habits, the fact that Horse Girl Gacha is popular means you can ruin your life and finances in new and more interesting ways. Talking about Uma Musume. I heard that game was pretty decent free to play, but that's what they always say. No, trust me, you can totally win. No, you can totally get a good Horse Girl without ever swiping your credit card. All right, we just need some iron plates, which I suppose are going to go to windmills first. That's how they get you. When these things launch, they're always super generous, and then like 6 months later, that's when they really press you to swipe your credit card. I prefer to buy my games up front, even if it includes buying DLC later for additional content. Oh, just to get some iron plates would be lovely. Oh, you know what, Masara? We do not need you making more copper alloy right now. You played Infinity, Nikki, so the fact that went from, hey, it's pretty generous to having big controversy just leaves you fresh. Just leaves that fresh in your mind. Yeah, I can't say I followed that game much. Like to get good and sucked into a free one, then you get the FOMO and start swiping. And we're back to no wind. Did we get enough iron plates to make the hydroponics? Oh, it seems like we put them towards the windmill first. Who knows? We could bulldoze these windmills entirely if we get enough green fruit that we're working off generators. Miyu says, I miss the dancing skeleton. Nobody ever hurt me in the dancing skeleton. Is anybody not inside right now? It's pretty good, and it was nice to see something confident targeted at women, but then they released the glitchiest patch you've ever seen and inexplicably retconned the game's intro. I see. Oh, you know what? We don't need this right now. You know, I guess I never really played around with the whole, like, switching machines on and off. Probably a good thing to do. eco-friendly pit stop. Okay, so now where are the iron plates going? The big skin harvest. Oh no. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to open the gate, let them in, and then close it behind them. And then that way they can't just quickly run out with somebody. They need to beat down the gate first. I'm not even sure I got a notification that the big skin harvest was coming. Okay, first things first, a bunch of them are running away with skeleton bandits. So that's actually going to make things easier for us. Did they get their fill of skeleton bandits and just run away? It's not a skin harvest. They're just taking them to a normal human barbecue. Yeah, it looks like it looks like they just took a bunch of our enemies. You can see the plan forming with me dumping these guys outside the gate. Oh, and once we get our turrets, it's going to be even better. Not what I meant to do. Okay, you gonna go do your job? Needs water. So let's build a water storage. This is so broken. Their whole job system is broken. I really hope that this was not a mistake. They're so not doing what they need to be doing. Hey, look at that. Kenshi office job, they're just standing around trying to look productive. Let's get Miyu to come this way and drop off the remaining green fruit. Wow, look at that. More skeleton bandits. This right here looks like a good view. So this is life out here, huh? I think what we're going to have to do is remove some of our adventure squad and assign them to the base. So we've got 15 people on adventure squad right now. We might have to slim down just a little bit. Good training out here. Good training. Who are you? Why is a why is a drifter attacking the base? They were causing me trouble before. And how did they get injured? There we go. Make a wall squad. You see the vision with the turrets? It's a lot like what I had going before. I do hope that they are close enough to a food barrel that they will go eat. Where's our food barrel? Okay. Food barrel's got food. Who's bombing him? We might need more of these. We can build at least one more. At least Hobbs is gonna do some of his work. Mostly everybody else just wants to stand around. Miyu is doing good with the wells, though. May need a second well as we expand. Oh, Hobbs is sleeping. Okay. Look at the snipers up here. Wait, do we get a bonus for being this tall? Yeah, height bonus plus 15%. I thought they got like a wall bonus too sometimes. Hydroponic vegetables is complete. Very nice, bombing him. Why'd you stop? There we go. Get a little lamp going here. Hopefully somebody decides they want to build that. Yeah, there you go, Bean Hup. Look at you. Now, if we wanted to make biofuel distillery, do that right here. All right, and then let's build a fuel storage. Get bombing him to work this and this. So after he's done harvesting, we'll make some fuel. Beautiful. It's getting dark, so let's add another light here. Once you start getting in the flow of things, it feels really good. And then we'll do a generator here. Start with 2 and see how that goes. Hey, Willow, welcome in. Good to have you. We're finally getting this new town figured out. Right, stuff is moving along. Look at this. Now, it has used a lot of our green fruit. We'll see if we end up needing more. How is the water coming along? Water is moving along. Let's get another green fruit going. All right, we're doing it. This whole survival thing, it's moving along. Bombing him aimless right now. Looks like it. I think we've used all our green fruit for the time being, but we're about to get another harvest in. Couple harvests in. See exactly how hungry we end up being for fuel. I think we're shooting them dead at the gate. You know what's really great is we can turn these on only when we need to. It would be great if there was a setting to automatically have it flip on when the power goes below. Like there. But that way, once we get ahead on fuel, or that'll let us get ahead on fuel without, you know, building up to the point where we're burning power for no reason. Okay, let's see if we can get... You know, it's probably a good thing to have a generator running inside, right? We definitely want those fumes in there, not just where we're working, but, you know, also where we're growing our crops. That seems good. Probably won't have enough wheat straw for that, but... Who brought wheat straw? Anybody? Oh, Hobbs has some. Blooded raid moving toward pit stop. Okay, that's probably the Reavers. Life is pretty cruel out here, huh? Wonder if I can see him coming. Where is Photo? You're not doing anything right now, so... Anyway, how are they on hunger? Just something we got to keep an eye on. They're okay for now. Wait. How are Beanhop and Truth ending up outside? This gate seems somewhat permeable. It's a little bit of an issue. Our defenses seem solid, though. I wonder, does it say they're operating in the dark? No. Bark is. Yeah, working in darkness. Trying to figure out where we want these. Interesting that there's not a slot for one on this side. Red bombing him isn't harvesting this. Oh, here we go. Okay, I have several questions. Beanhop, what are you doing outside? And turret people, what are you doing? Well, apparently our gate means nothing. I have to say, this time around, I'm getting a little irritated with how intangible the building seems to be. Jobs are breaking, the gate is breaking. All right, now I hope our water production keeps up with what I have here. I do think we're going to need to add a second well. What is Miyu up to? Miyu's not doing anything, so I think Miyu can move the water faster than the water is being produced right now. It would just go from 21 to like, oh, okay. Because they put a bunch in there at once, I see. You could really almost get one person to run an entire, like, farm division here. Okay, so this one seems to only go outside. Now we'll want some storage for wheat straw. Anybody want to do anything about that? There's Hobbs. Now, does Hobbs want to go track down some electrical components? Yes, okay. Check the food barrel. We're starting to eat through it. Wonder why bombing him's not making fuel. This is a bad omen. They're gonna end up stuck at this grain silo. I can just feel it. All right, now... we can make food cubes. Perfect. I was looking for that in a previous part, and I felt like I couldn't. So we'll need to get our bread game up. We got to get this bread. Which I think means we're going to have a couple more wheat straw farms. Eventually, this will be sorted enough that we can do some adventuring. Hey, what's up, Love Glutton? Good to see you. All right, let's build a couple of things we got going over here. Let's get... we need one for robotics stuff. Never even realized you can build an animal feeder. Storage for robotics. Let's get a couple of those going here. And we'll get a workbench going. Robotics bench. A skeleton limb bench. Can we get that over? No, that would have been ideal. Sorry for being late. Must have missed the notification. No worries at all. Trans Tanky Girl, it's good to have you. And we'll want a couple general storage boxes here. And some lights. Somebody wants to go do that job shortly. Bean hop, there we go. Fuel is going on up. The generator's not being used. Just about ready for a wheat straw harvest. Molly's not a farmer, but she's having a pretty good success rate. I think water is still looking okay. Let's go ahead and add a second well while we're here. Oh, and we get slightly better efficiency than it says anyways, probably because of the upgrades. $46 wheat straw, let's go. Okay, let's build up a couple more of these then. Where did you come from? Random reaver in the base? We'll need to build our leather back up. I don't know how many animals there are around here that give skins. Gorillas, maybe land bats. We probably just need to go on one big expedition to get it. Why don't you have any building materials? Go grab them. I feel like it's something to do with this area. Once they cross over to this area, their AI stops, like, working within my town. Bermuda Triangle of sorts, something like that. The whole thing's just messed up. Start by finishing this well. Check my town radius. Okay, I will accept advice on this. How do I do that? Pits line? Maybe. It's accepting advice only because I think it's about a bug fix. Things get wonky outside your radius. Yeah, this is all in my radius. And look, it says the Reaver camp is over here. But if I click this, it says it belongs to the Reaver camp. Slippery slope. Yeah, only because it's absolutely a bug of some sort. Greedy Reavers. Now, Molly, having successfully completed a task, will go and build these farms. I just worry that this town is never going to run autonomously while I'm in the Ashlands. The fear of any leader. And see, like, bombing him stops doing his job to make fuel for no reason, even though it's in his list of jobs. It's like this entire town just has an aura of broken jobs. Maybe give them a day off. Turns from the Ashlands. What the fuck? Bombing him is forming a union. Real reason that all the tech hunter expeditions failed, it's not the neighbors, but something messes with people's jobs. See, why won't Molly haul the wheat straw? It takes 10 wheat for 1 straw flour? Did we get 5 straw flour in here? Sadneil already had some. Oh, I built the wrong container type. Okay, I can't believe another hour has come and gone. We're gonna take this this next real quick break, and I'll be back in just a moment. I appreciate you all. Oh, my bad. This is an intimate conversation. I should not be here. You let me know when you're done, and we'll come back and do this again. Yes, sir. This whole section is rigged to blow. Listen. Listen, you said you were done with the intimate talk.
Well, if it isn't Mahatma Gandhi himself, come to honor us all with his life-preserving presence.
I killed a ton of
If this is
people.
about the typhoon, I'll get to it in a minute.
Really don't want to die to a rad roach. Uh-oh. What happened? Something happened with my stream? Hey, what's up, Ted? Good to have you. Welcome in. Hey, welcome in, Novakins. Good to have you. Okay, so the alerts are super loud. I guess I'll have to adjust those later. Sorry, I guess stream just restarted, but Ted, welcome on in. How was Tarkov? Feel free to tell us about it. Tell us about you and how everything is going. Welcome in, Raiders. I'm Ed Noctum. I'm a variety streamer on YouTube and Twitch. We're live on both platforms right now, and I'm playing Kenshi for the very first time live. Well, I say the very first time. It's my very first playthrough, but I am 64 streams into it. I like to play a lot of single-player games here, story-based games, survival games, things like that. Ted abandoned you. That doesn't sound like Ted. How's Kenshi going? Kenshi's going pretty well. Other than this town seems to be cursed and I can't get people to do their jobs. But we're figuring it out. And yeah, we're building a new town here. Just trying to get everything up to speed. And sorry, we have more ads. We were just in ads. We have more ads because apparently my stream crashed or something. I don't know what's up. Ted, if you want to tell us about yourself at all, please feel free to. Where's my straw flower storage? We're just trying to get everything figured out to, like, feed our people. You know, that really important stuff that you got to do. Keep everybody fed. That's what we're doing right now. We've invested in some hydroponics because we're in a very inhospitable area. And, well, we need to be able to live without living off of the land. Yeah, we just have to dismantle this because everybody is getting caught up on it. Do I still have the old base, that massive square? You need to get back to this. It's been a while. I do. It is, Oh, we have some enemies outside. Who's creeping around? I do have it, but I abandoned it. Sad Nail is tweaking it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm telling you, this whole base is cursed. Like, the pathing is all messed up. The jobs are all messed up. This is Kenshi being, you know, barely held together as it is in many ways. I'm enjoying it, but I'm also kind of beating my head against it a little bit. See if this is any better. Kenshi pathing should be studied. You mean you don't have any building materials? They're literally right there on the ground. People are joking that they're going to form a union because apparently I'm just a really bad boss and nobody wants to work under these conditions. But honestly, it is like a fundamental breakdown is happening. I can't explain it to you, but I'm having to babysit everything because the automatic jobs here are so broken. And it's been that way since we found this settlement, basically. Well, we go haul to the grain silo. Go haul to the grain silo. We're making bread. Sad Neil, can you haul to... Oh, Sad Neil will haul to the grain silo. But Sad Neil needs to be part of our adventure squad. Brecht, where are you? Brecht, what are you doing up there? Okay, so if Sad Neil will do that, maybe... What else do we have? Otto, can you do this? Okay, they're out, but maybe Otto will. Looks like it. Oh, and now Molly is doing it. Sednil is a scab. Bombing him, meanwhile, stops doing his fuel. Until Sadneil does it. Oh, look, the scab crosses the line, and now bombing him wants to work. I just feel like my game has devolved and is broken. None of the automatic jobs are working 100% right now. They're working about 80% at best. Why is the bread empty? You have bread right there. Okay. Okay. Otto's cooking is one, so this is going to be, you know, inefficient for right now, but... Let's have Molly not do the grain silo. Have Otto do that, I think. Hey, Kitty, welcome in. How you doing? Okay, this might be a bit of an equilibrium here. Four of those ought to be enough, and then we'll build some regular beds. Molly has a bunch of the fabrics. Won't be enough for everybody until we get hemp production up, but it's a start. Making drugs. Listen, we are eco-friendly here. We grow high-quality hemp for the manufacturing of fabric and pharmaceuticals only. If anybody else brought fabric. Oh, Miyu. Miyu has some fabric. Get Miyu to take a break from running the water. How is the water going, by the way? Water seems to be roughly keeping pace. So people can walk through here. No, they can't get to these other ones. All right, Miyu, go do your thing. It's hard to tell how much our food cube production is kicking in. But I do think it's kind of taking off. I think we'll need another one of these for the hemp and the fabrics. Maybe we'll build it over here by all this construction. Zim, by the way, has a bunch of limbs. Got to start organizing our stuff here. Fumin and Kang are supposed to have that. As is Seto. Hey, Otto's up to 9 cooking already. Not bad. I think maybe you get more out of your ingredients when you have a higher cooking skill. I don't know if I just made that up. Bro's doing work. I need everybody to be working like this. I think we're catching up. I think wheat straw is always going to be a little bit behind. We're using all these iron plates for. Looks like a little equilibrium. We'll put these in a more specialized storage later. We have a couple people carrying the hemp still. Other than that, mostly everybody from the errand squad is where they need to be with their inventory. So our archers are very hungry. So yeah, they indeed need to come down here and eat. Problem is when they come down here and eat, they don't go back to their job. Which I guess I can live with a little bit. It's not my preferred state of things. Okay, yeah, I think we're definitely catching up on the food. Probably because the food cube is more nutritious. I thought it was 75. Oh, it's 50 when they've eaten part of it. Yeah, so it will last them multiple meals. so we'll get Masaru. Have what we need for iron plates. Doing okay. Why are Oron and Scratch not... or Cat and Scratch not working the refinery? Basically, nobody does anything once they cross over here. Okay, I'm gonna ask because this seems massively glitched. For the Kenshi knowers in the chat, is there an easy way to resolve this? Like, is there one of the tools that the game gives you that I can easily use and get people working their jobs and feeding themselves and stuff again? Otherwise, I basically can't leave this place alone, which defeats the entire purpose of a settlement. See, who do we want to leave behind? I'm gonna say Inu. Inu would be a good person to leave to defend. If you knew you'd help, it's been a while since you dealt with base issues. Yeah. I've dealt with, like, little things that popped up here and there, but never like this before. Don't know a lot about automating tasks, unfortunately. Okay, I appreciate it. Try to restart first. If that doesn't work, try verify game files. If that doesn't work, import game. Ugh, okay. Because I was definitely having these issues last weekend when I played. You really think verifying the game files would work? And also try to fix buildings with Control-Shift F11. I was wondering if that would do that. I don't know if that did anything just now. Probably not, because Oron was not working the job. How intensive is the process to import a game? I can't remember if that's what I've done before or if I just reset squad positions. Wasn't able to pick up other units earlier this week and verifying game files worked. Okay. Let's see if we can get through today's stream. And I'll also see if I get any comments from the YouTube. I don't want to do that kind of troubleshooting on stream. But I can do it, like, tomorrow before I stream. Let's also take Bean Hop. Fully caught up once again. Can't wait for this last arc. Welcome in, Nervous. Good to have you. Yeah, we're just talking. I'm having a lot of issue today automating jobs and eating and things like that. With this latest base, something is completely out of whack. Pathing and jobs, and just none of it is really working right. I feel like if that had already been working, we might be in the Sonorous Dark right now. Beanhop, Inu. Maybe both Beanhops. hope that's enough to defend them along with the turrets. Gecko, let's go grab some food. You don't have any first aid. Grab some from Jinsei. Fumin doesn't either, and Fumin's the medic. Someone's got to have a bunch of splint kits and stuff. I think when I put them on jobs, they put a bunch of their stuff away that they had been carrying. Truth, go drop off your hemp. Okay, let's take the errand squad. We're going to go on a practice adventure. Get everybody together. We're just going to go on this little adventure, and we're going to make sure that when we come back, the town is still working as it should. We're going to go check out this Iron HQ. How we doing? Looking pretty good. Wow, look at Burn. Sadniel's attack is finally getting up there. Very nice. Oh, wow, we're going, like, home to home. Got upgraded skeleton guards in here. Just make sure everybody's health is looking okay. Hey, Micah, welcome in. Good to have you. Hope you're doing all right. Skillies are amazing in this game. Yes, they are. And I love these guys that think they're skeletons. You can't win against me. I'm 1,000,000 years old. Wow, Kang with the 84 strength. Now, should we be, like, looting? Capacitor, huh? It's an item I've not seen before. Oh, they've got skeleton repair beds. I know Burn was a little hurt. Wow, so honestly, if you are a skeleton here, they just make it really easy for you. Just because they think they're skeletons. All right. Oh. There are actual skeletons in here. Elder of the Skeleton Bandits. Is that a Meito ringed saber? That would be really cool if it is. They all sleep in skeleton repair beds. They have a ton of Emperor statues and holy flames. Sato might lose this fight against the Elder. Let's get Burn over here to help. Hey, what's up, Pi? Good to have you. Are the ads doing pretty good? We've had some trouble with the whole settlement building thing today. Not really working for us, the jobs and all that, but damn, this Elder is good. Let's get everybody to focus on this one. Elder down. Yeah, look at that. A Meito ringed saber. .645.9. Okay, so it's slightly less blood loss. But it's otherwise way better. Let's give that to Wee, who has a... Wee, who has a saber skill of 60. Actually, did Elder have anything else on him? Oh, an AI core. I can't believe I almost overlooked that. Come to think of it, we might have left an AI core at the old base. New Meito, yeah. Very cool. Yeah, and a new AI core. I wonder... I think pulling the AI core killed him. Not like the Elder would do that. Well, no, I'm kind of thinking... Yeah, that might have been vital to Elder continuing his existence. Wonder if he has anything else on him, rips out his brain. Why did they have a safe? Why did they have a safe with 6 iron plates in it? Where on the map are we? Iron HQ. What's everybody doing back here? Everybody eating? Those iron plates were Elder's favorite. Oh, wait, did we... I just saw a bunch of Reaper dialogue pop up. Those are the good plates for when company is over. Pass through here in your last playthrough. Well, so that was that. Our people rested up a little. I think that was good training. Wait, Wing Wing is stuck. Where? Hold on. Gotta go back for Wing Wing. Wing Wang's infinity has caused an issue. Seto keeps being knocked unconscious. That's good for the toughness. All right, let's head back. Got another big group out here. I wonder what'll happen to the skeleton bandits now that we killed Elder. Yo, you need more toughness, bashes them upside the head. You know what's funny is I had experimented earlier in the game with leaving some people in acid rain to see if the acid rain damage would increase their toughness over time. It does not. Not to brag or anything, but my Wing Wing is stuck. It's also, you know, infinite. Nobody's got more Wing Wing than I've got. Not until we find the infinity plus one Wing Wang. What's going on down here? I live right there. Yes, yeah, we have a new base. Kind of broken, not really working right, but... I mean... Seems like most people are where they're supposed to be. Our copper is full, so Benji's got nothing to do. Bitter Berry, welcome in, Raiders. How you doing? Bunch of dudes just showed up. How's it going? Looks like we got Dillygaff and Cheesy Gator Cat and Ben Cardigan. How's everybody doing? Welcome on in. Let's see what you were up to today. I'm not on my own chat. Barry, how's it going for you? It's good to see you. Y'all, Bitterberry is a long-time friend of the channel, and I mean, like, very first month of Ad Noctem. Long time. Met playing Fallout 4. Playing a lot of Fallout 4, but does a lot of RPGs and other games. I believe you stream earlier in the day a lot of the time now, right? But yeah, feel free to tell us a little bit about yourself if you want to tell the people here what you do. You were playing some Outer Worlds. I always get that game confused with Outer Wilds. How did you like Outer Worlds? I know it's got a bit of a mixed reception. I had thoughts on it, but I'm curious how you're liking it and getting along with it, especially with your Fallout and RPG background and everything. Raiders, by the way, I'm Ad Noctem. I'm a variety streamer on Twitch and YouTube. We stream on both platforms. I play single-player story-based games. I also play some challenging games, and I play them with no prior knowledge, no guides, no help from chat, and I just try to figure out from what the game presents to me how best to play, and it's a painful experience, but it's a fun one for everybody. We're doing that with Kenshi right now, which is a very complex game. We are 64 streams into Kenshi. That's about 265 hours, and still on my first playthrough and still learning more every day. Hey, Cheesy Gator Cat, thanks for popping in. Scarlet, hello, hello. Thanks for coming over with the Merry Raid. You're obsessed with Outer Worlds. You have no negative feelings, to be honest. Oh, well, I'm glad you're loving it so much. We love it when people connect with games and get to have a good time with them. That's what we are all about. Did I hate it? I wouldn't say I hated it. But I found it very underwhelming, and I fell off of it really fast. Hate would have implied, like, a really negative feeling in some regard, and I just kind of got a blah feeling from it. but I'm definitely not someone to yuck a video game yum, if you know what I mean. Get our guys in bed to rest up. The nap strategy remains undefeated. Yeah, you stream a lot before work, so did you just happen to have a night where you were free as well? That's what makes us all different. Can't get enough. Also playing Pacific Drive. That's been an adventure. Okay, I started Pacific Drive. I didn't get very far with it, but it was a very cool concept. And I'm glad you're exploring some games that you're enjoying that are new to you. For anybody who doesn't know Kenshi, this takes place on a, call it post-apocalyptic world with humans and also several humanoid and robotic species. It is a sandbox game with no linear story, no quest log, nothing like that. Just exploration and deciding what type of player you want to be and going forward and experiencing the world. So we've got an outpost here. You can see the outpost is under attack. And we've got our turret people up on the walls shooting turrets at the bandits that are trying to break in right now. Really been loving crafting survival games lately. Subnautica changed you. Very cool. I've watched Subnautica a bunch, but I've never played one of them. Look on your Kenshers, gotta head out for some food. Hey, Ted, thank you for the raid, and thanks for hanging out with us today. Appreciate you. Be back if I'm streaming late. I probably will not be, but Ted and everybody else, if you ever want to catch up on the Kenshi Adventures offline, all my VODs are on YouTube. And if you want to see how the series started, by the way, I also am going through and editing the VODs into abridged, roughly 1-hour videos, so you can see the series in a much more condensed, time-friendly way. But yeah, Ted, it's always good to see you. I'll try to stop in sometime when you're streaming as well. I've been watching streams a little less. I've been focusing on trying to make offline content and such. I think photo cannot reach. How am I liking dual streaming? I love it. I wouldn't say it's been like my YouTube doesn't tend to have as many live viewers as Twitch, so it hasn't really like doubled my viewership in that way. But what it's done is when you're done streaming on YouTube, it creates a live video, and you can go back with that video, you can edit the description, do SEO and tags, put it in a playlist, do a thumbnail, and then it becomes like a real archive of the game that you're playing, and it becomes a series. And I have people who can never catch me stream who keep up with every episode, you know, of the live videos and things like that. And I get a decent amount of views from people finding Kenshi, finding the videos I make about Kenshi, and then they watch the playlist. Twitch just doesn't really have that. Basically, it's very rare for somebody to go watch a VOD on Twitch, and especially rare for somebody to just stumble across it. But YouTube really makes your streams, it just makes them work and last in a long-term content sort of minded view. And plus, I've found YouTube can be even more niche down to a specific game. Sometimes on YouTube, I'll get nobody. But at the same time on YouTube, if I'm playing a niche game that I'm not even getting a lot of people on Twitch, sometimes because your streams get pushed to people who interact with content of that game, they get introduced to your stream when they never would have if you were on Twitch alone. So I think there's a lot of advantages to it, and if you've got any questions about it, feel free to help me, or feel free to message me on Discord. Think it's helping you gain subs on YouTube? Absolutely, subs and watch time. Like I'm sure you know, going for YouTube partner, you need subs and watch hours. And I don't have the subs to be a YouTube partner, but I've got thousands of watch hours. I've blown through the watch hours. I've had that for months. And it does help bring in people, you know, subscribers and things like that. Because once again, they're not just finding you while you're live. They're finding you 24/7 when they search Kenshi. You know, you might come up in their recommended. So it's definitely, I think it's got a lot going for it beyond what Twitch does. And, you know, even Dan Clancy, they interviewed him and he said something to the effect of, you have to make content off the platform to grow. So it seems like even Twitch knows they have issues with discoverability and things like that. Been trying to get 500 subs for over a year, cannot get there. Yeah, so I want to make a lot of tailored content for the YouTube, which is stuff that it's not coming from a stream. It's just, you know, it's its own video and things like that. But I also do a lot of taking my streams and making them into YouTube videos. And that's been pretty effective for me. You know, planning a stream, like we're going to do this thing, etc. on a stream, and then we're going to turn that into a video. That's worked out fairly well for me, too. All right, how is everybody? Seto's all rested up. Okay. We're going to take our group. Happy for you. That's amazing. Hey, thank you. Like I said, if you ever have any questions or if you want to talk any of this stuff, absolutely feel free to DM me on Discord or whatever. And I'm happy to share setups and tips and experiences. Breck, you get back in there. Just might, honestly, you have a lot of questions. Yeah, anytime. You're free to DM me, or if you want to open it up for discussion, I have a Tech Talk channel in my Discord as well. But DMs are fine. We're gonna go visit this Reaver camp. Just because, honestly, I'm tired of them coming and beating down my door, and it sounds like fun to return the favor. Don't know if I ever told you finally played the Metro games. I adore them. Got them because I saw you play Exodus. I had seen that you played the Metro games. I'm glad that you saw them here and you found something that you like. I love introducing people to games. And that's a big part of why I like playing indie games and kind of off-the-wall stuff. I like to bring attention to it. So this is the Reaver camp, huh? I expected something a little bigger. Played them offline. You just have Last Light left. You played Exodus first. Okay. Exodus you streamed, right? I thought so. Oh, this Reaver slave is dead just from standing out here in the acid rain. I think this camp might be, like, destroyed already. Played it on your time? Really? Well, I guess I made that up then. Sorry for telling lies about you. I could have sworn that I had seen that you had streamed Metro. Yeah, this Reaver camp is totally empty. Just a couple of slaves who are gonna die from acid rain. Looks like they've got issues with pathing as well. No biggie, you might one day. You got your eye on any games coming up to play? Wonder if we might need to leave this zone for something to change. But I want to see if we go check it out if somebody else has taken over the Iron HQ. The machine spirit is angered. Must perform the sacred ritual to appease it. Excited to play No Man's Sky. Okay, I've heard a lot of good things about that. Huh. It says Iron HQ is open to the public. They definitely didn't act like it was open to the public. I wonder if it's because I do have a negative reputation with them. Mad Max 2, you played a little and it was awesome. Yeah, I've never played a Mad Max game. I think my brother did growing up on the Xbox, though. Reminded you a lot of Far Cry? Okay. I loved Far Cry 3. All right, I'll tell you what. I'm going to go ahead and snooze this ad real quick. Recently played that and loved it too. Definitely have similar tastes in games. Yeah, I played Far Cry 3 in like 2013 and it was great. I was not as big a fan of 5 when I got it later on, but you know, such is the way that series go sometimes. Okay, so I hate to cut off a good conversation, but it's getting kind of late for me, and I'm at a point where I don't want to move forward with my next plan in Kenshi until I try to fix the issues that I'm having with the town. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up here. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching the VOD, and you know specifically how to address the issues I'm having in the town, no other help. But if you know that, if it's a bug fix thing that you know, feel free to leave a comment. I will leave an exception to my no help policy because, again, I believe this is just a bug or a series of big bugs. And if I can fix it so that I can actually trust my town to leave the town walls, I would like to do that. But we will be back tomorrow. We'll play more Kenshi. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I will fix the issues with the town and everything. And then we will begin our expedition into the Sonorous Dark and the skin houses of the Skin Bandits. And maybe, just maybe, we will reach the first ground of the Ashlands. Save here. It's great chatting with you. You too. Thank you for bringing everybody by, and thanks for hanging out and chatting with me. By the way, if you're here, whether you're on Twitch and YouTube, like I said, if you're not subscribed to the YouTube, you will get to see my streams. You'll get to see my edited videos, my Kenshi, my indie game playthroughs, things like that. And also, if you're into music, I have a music channel where I just uploaded a cover, a guitar cover, and I also talk about music and do reactions and things like that. So just a little bit of a plug. All of that helps, as well. Liking the stream over on YouTube helps if you thought it was a good one and you thought more people should see it. And with that, we'll start by closing YouTube first. YouTube, I want to thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and I'm looking forward to our adventures in the Ashland. So whether you were here live or catching the VOD, just know that you mean a lot to us at YouTube. I hope to see you for another one, but until then, please take care of yourselves.